Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Rideshare Parallel Universe. My name is Robert. So the subject of this video is going to be Lyft. Excuse me. Because this morning I decided to drive for Lyft a little bit. Mistake. Because Lyft sent me all over Waco to pick people up. And when it was all said and done, I made a lousy $20 flat. The breaking point with Lyft this morning was I drove 7 miles to pick a young lady up from Baylor University. I carried her 1.99 miles. They paid me $3.15. Now, unless Lyft has changed their mileage, they've gotten really cheap. So I tweeted out to them about the situation. No response. None whatsoever. None. And then I followed by a tweet with, that's why I primarily drive for Uber. I would have at least got $3.93 for the ride. See, this is the problem with Lyft, is you cannot see, unless you're one of their gold, whatever the hells you want to call them, you can't see the duration of the ride. So you don't know what you're getting yourself into. Because if I would have known that it was a 1.99 mile ride for driving 7 miles, I would not have accepted it. Lyft, I will turn a ride down in a stinking heartbeat. I have no qualms with doing so. And only for the simple fact that I know how shady Lyft is. Right? With everything that I've said about Uber on here, Lyft is far worse. At least on Uber, you can go in and you can look at the breakdown of the ride. And speaking of which, Uber's taking a lot of freaking money today. A lot of money that they should not be taking. They've taken roughly $12 extra today than they typically would. And I don't know why, because I had a passenger that I actually just turned in, rude asses. For being rude, no face mask. They wanted to crack the windows, no face mask. I'm like, that's interesting. But I mean, I hit them for everything except for seatbelts. I'm not going to put up with that kind of people. By the time I got to where they were, they could have walked. Seriously. And I know why that they didn't walk is because Uber gave them $1.93 off of their ride, which was a minimum ride. The max that they paid for that ride, would have paid for without the discount, is $6.63. See, this is the type of people that, and I've picked those people up on Lyft. They primarily use Lyft. They do not use Uber. All right? And Uber knows this. They don't use them that, so they throw them discounts out there. All right? So they'll never get in this car again. Ever. Ever. And they smelled funny, too. So, like they needed a bath. And then she picked up someone's dirty socks in the parking lot and said, I'm just going to wash these. I'm like, how freaking gross is that? Picking up someone else's socks. So, yeah, you pick them all. You get all kinds whenever you do this job. So back to Lyft, though. With Lyft, you can't look at the breakdowns of the rides. I've tried. They will not show it to you how much that they take. They don't want... If people knew how much Lyft took and how much they physically charged per, and then how much that they paid the driver, nobody would ever drive for Lyft. Ever. Because they make their money, like I've always said, in their pickups. They don't pay the driver that, but that's what they charge. All right? So they... From the time that Uber that Lyft driver takes out to the point of starting the ride, that's where Lyft has made their money. Plus, they take from the ride itself too. And they only care about making money. That's it. They do not care about the drivers. That's why that they don't offer anything to the drivers. All right? I've looked at their stupid little promotions or whatever. It's worse than Uber's is. They don't offer anything. So, but at least I've made enough. I made enough today where I don't have to use my Uber money today for dog food. So, anyway, if you're a Lyft driver, I feel sorry for y'all because I'm not driving for Lyft no more. That's, you know what? From time to time, just to keep my account active. But beyond that, I have no desire. The people are rude. They're obnoxious. They'll get inside your car and do whatever. Every time I've had to do a cleaning fee, it's been, with the exception of one time with Uber, it's always been with Lyft. They will eat inside your car. They will drink inside your car. They don't wear masks. And if you turn them in for not wearing a mask, Lyft lets them know. And then they turn around and give you a bad rating. Yeah, that's what Lyft does. So, it's right, you know, yeah. So anyway, folks, y'all have a wonderful day. And make that money.